Right, morning guys. So welcome back to part 2 of this pulling apart this Mondeo. So as you've possibly seen in the last video, when I actually get a chance to put it up, when I'm having some problems with some of the footage, there's 2 or 3 clips that aren't very long when I trying to poke my phone up and behind the motor, and unfortunately when I poked it up there, it sort of started it side, vertical, I guess it is, instead of horizontal, whatever way that is, you know what I mean. When I tried to turn that footage and use it in my videos, or even if I used it the right way up that it filmed the clip in, for some reason when I try to glue it together in my edited footage, it's all scrambly and liney. When you play it back, when you're editing, it's fine, but as soon as I render it, it goes, and I tried about 3 or 4 times to render it, thinking maybe it might have been just that time, but it just doesn't work. So it's pissed me off, but anyway, so I've had to leave some of that footage out of the first video. But I don't know, if I get a chance, I might try and show where it's dripping from in this. Yeah, because I can't use that footage, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll get back into this. So basically, motor's got to come out, as I said in the end of the last one, which is a real pain in the ass, but anyway. So I'm going to try and set the phone up, or the camera up, somewhere, because I want to try and get it so I can look down in the engine bay, and then if I need to go underneath, bolt stuff, I can try and have it so at least, because probably, I don't know whether a lot of this will be sped up or not. If I come across something and I think I might need to give you a tip or something like that, I'll do that. But yeah, I think a lot of this will be just sort of sped up sort of footage so you can see what I'm doing, trying to get this thing out. So yeah, I'll try and set the phone up somewhere handy. And my plan is today, if I can get everything out of the road and unbolted and unhooked and all the wiring unhooked, and just leave the this engine mount and probably the gearbox mount on that end. Because I don't know whether this is going to come down to get out or that I can get it up. So I'm hoping that I can leave the subframe in there and pull it out through the top, but I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of, it's quite a funny opening, so I don't know if it'll come up out through the top. It may have to go through the bottom, but I don't know. And if that's going to happen, well, we're going to have a real battle trying to get the car up high enough to get it out, but we'll work it out. Yeah, because if there's one frost plug gone, like I said in the last video, the end of the last video, there's no point trying to fix it in the car, because if there's one gone, you can guarantee, even if it lasts 3 months, another one will go. So I want to do them all. So yeah, it's a real pain in the ass, but it's the last thing I wanted to do was pull a modern engine out. But if it's going to be done, it's going to be done. I can't afford to pay somebody to do it. And I'm quite capable, and when the old man's here, he's very capable. Like, he's been a mechanic all his life. Even though he didn't break his teeth on these modern stuff, he's done enough work with moderner vehicles that he knows. And the basic principles of any engine, whether it's from 1920 to 2020, the basic principles are the same. It's just the technology that just goes around. And we've worked with it enough over the years that you get to know. And when you're pulling wiring looms out, 9 times out of 10, the plug will only go in one place, because as you lay it out and the loom goes around and whatever, you can guarantee it'll only fit in one place, and there'll be one plug that shape in that area. So you don't normally have to panic about that. It looks a bit daunting, but once you start laying things out, they normally only go one place, because you guarantee the next plug that it might fit in is the wrong shape. So, but anyway, we'll get to it. Let's see if I can get some of the crap out of here, and I'll get these cameras set up. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take this splash, I guess you call it splash apron, off the front of the behind the bumper, and where the radiator and stuff is. See if I can find the drain for the rad, if it's got one. So yeah, see if we can get this off. You gotta be kidding me. Is that the frickin' computer for the motor? Or for the car? And behind the back bumper. No shit. Have a look at this. Now this is a dumb place to put a computer. That's okay. What comes in there? That's definitely got to be the computer. The car. So if you have a smack in the front, this car's a few years old, and you don't, you get a bang in that corner or hit something, your car's dead. Wow, that's like a dumb place to put a computer. Like what happened with putting it, in the most of the early cars I ever seen, like it was in the had the protection of being on the passenger side footwell of the car. Well, that's dumb. Man, that's dumb. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Stay there. Don't move. Don't move.
You don't see. Right, it's back at it. Went and had some lunch and bits and pieces, and actually Arco and Heidi, that were each just did or Minnesota Outlaw Customs just did a live stream test for their first one, which was really awesome. There was quite a few people there. I don't know, 20 or 30, and they basically gave no notice. Arco just messaged me and said, "Oh, I'm going to put a live stream up," but basically nobody else had any notice. They just basically started it. So that was awesome. I only did it for about 30 minutes odd. It was really wicked. They had for no notice. There were 20 or 30 people there, maybe more. It was wicked. So that was pretty cool for them to have their first one. So hopefully I'll get to do that too someday shortly. It's a pain in the butt because haven't got 1,000 subs. I can't do it off the phone. I've got to do it off a computer or something like that. So, but I can arrange that. Like I've got my computer inside with a decent webcam and stuff. But I still need to bounce it off my phone. So hopefully that'll work one day if we get to do that sort of thing. But anyway, I'll keep pulling bits and pieces off this car and get it ready. Hopefully tonight I can have this ready so we can just get a cherry picker, the engine crane in here tomorrow night or something like that after work and pull this thing out. But yeah, all I want to do is just get it ready so it's ready to come out because I haven't got a cherry picker here. But or engine crane here, so I'll get to it. Might move you a little bit closer. Somewhere. Try that. Right, so where was I at before? Alrighty.
Oh,
Got most of the wiring loom out of the road. That was the plug that I was fighting with before. Figured out once I actually pulled that back, you actually had to get in there and push the piece down in there to release it. But anyway, I'm just trying to get the last bit out of here and then I can poke it out of the road somewhere. In the meantime, wiring looms are always fun, especially when you pull the blade of the motor out. The more crap they have on them, the more fun they are.
are you winning?
Slowly.
Oh.
You're already at the bottom or at the bottom?
Out the top, I think.
Is that coming out of the road?
Yeah, I think if you pick this
Oh,
in
yeah.
slightly forward,
Yeah.
it'll swing out. Yeah.
Mm.
Here you go, guys. So I did a lot off camera sort of for the last bit because I was running out of storage on my phone because I had probably 4 or 5 hours of footage. So it's basically ready to go. All that it should do now is get an engine hoist here or cherry picker or whatever you want to call it. Hook onto these 2 eyes and bolt that mount and that mount and this head of the road. Back mount's off, so it's just sitting there on that. Everything else should be off, hopefully. So yeah, hope tomorrow night, with any luck, we'll undo these bolts and hoik it out of there, and then we can dive into the rest. So I'll probably I might put this video up and we'll join this together and put this one up of just pulling it apart. I might try and get this reasonably short and then have maybe a slightly longer one of picking it out and then stripping it down and seeing what all needs to be replaced in those frost plugs or freeze plugs, or what do you want to call them, Welsh plugs, and see what the go is there, and yeah, obviously strip it down, get all the turbo and everything off it, and see what we need to fix. But yeah, that was quite a mission. And there's like so many blooming sensors in here. You'd think you got them all, and then there's another one, and there's another one, there's another one. There's like a whole mess of just stuff here, like it's all poked down in here, and yeah, like it's just everywhere. But yeah, she's good to go. We just set it back down on its wheels and pushed it back so I get a little bit more room to yank her out tomorrow night, hopefully. But yeah, like this box thing, it goes way down there, and there's a big box in there, so like you can't even take it out to get in there, but she's all ready to go.
through there. A little bit.
Would it only take a tiny hole?
Yeah, it takes a little while.
I'd say that's what it is.
Oh wow.
That's been the electrolysis from the inside. I'd say that's definitely what it is. See, it's just starting to go there too.
Mm.
So it's just a tiny, tiny hole.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd say repair to replace
All of them.
those three. And those three is another one in there, is it? Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. I guess we need to look around the front too, do we?
There.
Tomorrow.
Hey?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Where did that bloody fitting goes that screwed out of there that I had sitting there?
Oh, the one for the turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like a little filter or something.
Hmm. But there was nothing in it. I'll have a look in the wall. It's the only thing it could have been.
Yeah.
Because we definitely haven't done that from the outside. See the wee hole there?
Yeah, yeah. Just like a little pinhole.
Mm.
Oh, it's all effort for something so tiny.
Aye?
All that effort for something so tiny.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
See, there's a couple of rocks. There's one up under there and one there.
All this problem for, where'd that little thing go? There. That little hole. Bloody thing.